Today we're going to learn how to clean out your paint supplies. Now we know that the sinks are a little bit leaky in the art room, so we usually don't turn on the faucets. That's why I have a big bucket of water sitting in the sink that you can use to clean out your paint stuff. So if you're the paint person, first of all, you have a lot of stuff to carry over. You might have some buckets of dirty water and some paint brushes. I usually like to dump the dirty water outside of the bucket. That way we don't get dirty water inside the clean water, okay? Now after that, you can take your bucket and rinse it a little bit if you need to. Buckets go over on the dish rack. Now paintbrushes, very, very important to take care of these so that they stay nice. We don't want to give them a bad hair day, even when we're cleaning them out. Those bristles can get hurt easily. So the brush might already be pretty clean if it was sitting in that water bucket, but if it needs a little extra rinse, just gently brush the bottom of this plastic bucket with the water in it to knock off any extra paint. Then we can use a towel to style its hair so that it's nice and pointing up. However you leave these paintbrush bristles to dry is how they're going to stay. So if the bristles are all messed up and not pointy, it's going to dry like that. So I always style its hair. That's what I like to call it. Now after it's got a good hairstyle, you want to make sure that you set it with the bristles pointing up in the brush cup. If you put the bristles down, then it is going to get smushed and it will dry that way. That hairstyle will get all messed up. So we keep that pointy brush up like this so that it can dry. Sometimes you might have different paint palettes that were used to hold the paint. You can also just kind of rinse these off in this bucket of water. Now these might need a little extra scrubbing. So if you ever need to scrub anything, there are these little sponges in the dish rack that you can use to clean your paint palettes. Just like this. Then the sponges can go back and the paint palettes also go in the dish rack. You don't have to dry them. That's what the dish rack is for. It lets all that water drip off back into the sink. Now, it is possible for more than one person to be using this cleaning area, but you have to be careful that you don't splash each other. I'll be watching very closely to make sure that we're not being messy with this water bucket. Also, the goal is to be very fast so that other brush people can get over to clean their paint supplies as well. When you're done, there should be nothing left in the sink or in the plastic bucket. And our dish rack should be nice and organized with the buckets drying over here, paint palettes drying here, and brushes all with the bristles pointing up.